Only 12. Right, there we go. Should be live now.
Oh,
Right.
double check for you. Awful, awful. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, stream's live. Everything's up. Everything's up and going.
Oh, right. So basically, the situation is, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have had a rough time this tonight. You can see the attendance. It wasn't even this bad on the sign-ups, right? There's been massive issues with people, particularly with PC. We've had Corey had issues. We've had to have Piney step in. Um, Corey had issues with his game, and then also some of the drivers had issues. And I think it's all to do with the news update. But anyway, we are here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Finally, we've been here for 18 minutes already. We're at the end of qualifying, and it's 30 seconds left to go. Sausage Joe's currently P1, Vaporizer P2, Leon P3. So some familiar names there still. But today we've got an opportunity for some of the drivers who are always at the points to grab some here. And obviously, it's a bit weird. I didn't realise I was going to do this, but I'm introducing you tonight, even though you're streaming. But with this Piney Penguin, I didn't intend to do that. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
everything's been a bit
fine.
different tonight.
Yeah, Ryan B in
Everything's been a
chat
bit
says
different
your
tonight.
mic is crackling a bit.
Oh, I don't know why it does that. I've replaced my controller and microphone before, and it's just, I think it's to do with, like, are you using Streamlabs?
No, I'm using OBS, but obviously I hear the crackling through Discord, and that's where the stream's hearing your audio from.
Are you hearing the crackling as well?
Yes, but it doesn't bother me at all though. Like I said, I can hear it.
Let me have a listen.
I have to probably go back and have a listen. So yeah, got
It's not
people.
too bad from what I can hear. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just trying to be a bit loud to hear myself.
Yeah, so I say checker flags now out. People across the line. Sausage Joe across the line but invalidated. Fusion's invalidated.
Yeah.
Carter's invalidated. Got Boss Moss on a lap. Juice is about to cross the line. Where Juice goes in the Ferrari. Oh, never mind it. Absolute freaking
Oh,
binned it.
why would you do that, man? Come on. I know there's only 12 drivers, yeah, but
Boss
that's
Moss
not on.
up to the line. Up to 5th. Andre improves ahead of the lanky one. And Sid was the last one across the line.
Yeah.
Ryan.
There you go.
Ryan B in chat says they can make out what you're saying though.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the fact that I'm on Discord through console. I think it's fine elsewhere, so
Yes.
yeah, just
We'll just
one of
leave it
the
down to a
drawbacks.
Discord issue.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been issues all night tonight for everyone. You know, there's been a
Yep.
lot of things holding back tonight, but today we are here anyway. Nonetheless,
We're here. We're
riding the
here
race.
eventually. Obviously, being about 16 minutes late. Obviously, we do apologise for that. It is not our fault. It is F1's. It's probably F1's latest update, which has screwed everything up for the PC side. Yet for some reason, I'm on PC and I'm in. So I don't know. It just must be for certain people. Obviously, Brooksy was meant to be doing comms instead of me, but he's been having the issue. So that is unfortunate. Obviously, as well, I just gotta make sure I've got game audio.
It's all going wrong tonight. I just checked the TikTok and the video. I pressed upload on about 40 minutes ago. It's not even loading. What is this?
Yeah, so literally everything is going wrong at the minute. Obviously, now
I pressed.
we are about to do
Sorry.
our mandatory lobby reset. So bring it back to the intermission screens. Obviously, you will not see Mr. Tom Carter because I have literally not had chance because I've had to come in like last minute, so I've not had chance to sort out Tom's camera whatsoever. And obviously, I've not had chance to either update standings or even the track map. To be fair, the track map I can probably just sort out quickly right now. What, we're at Canada, aren't we? Obviously, you'll see a different track, but obviously I'm about to just quickly change that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tape and string stream tonight.
Yeah, so obviously you'll see the Mexico one, but we're not at Mexico. I've just now changed it to the Canada one, so that will should come up on screen shortly. There you are. Obviously the Canadian track, 3 DRS zones. So you'll probably see a lot of overtaking to like the last chicane, which is turn 13, and maybe down into turn 1. And then the other overtaking place will be down into, I believe, turn 8, turn 9. Yeah, with the other DRS zone on this track. A lot of different
Of
elevation
course.
changes. Only 14 corners around this lovely Canadian track. 2.7 miles. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
right.
main elevation change being between turns 2 and 3, down through 4. It's a nice
Yep.
downhill section chicane that you usually invalidate at the first point. It's the first invalidation point, and that
Yep.
takes a few names at least if you during the race. Of course, circuit named after the late Gilles Villeneuve, champion, and I'm pretty sure he was a champion at some point,
Yes. See.
but unfortunately lost his life in a crash. You'll
Yeah.
probably know that as well.
Yeah. Gilles Villeneuve. Yeah. And right, I should have the calendar should be okay. Obviously, it's not been updated with the race winners. So obviously, the last time I updated it was after the Dutch Grand Prix. I've not updated since. So obviously, we are at the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be going to Singapore next week, followed by Kota, then Bahrain, and Qatar, and then we'll finish on the 20th of January at the mighty Silverstone track. Lovely, lovely place to finish. I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to be a great finale, I believe. I think there'll be a few drivers in contention, and I can run you through. I'll have the updated driver standings as
I'm
it stands in
gonna
if you don't have the graphic.
Yeah, I don't have it updated on my thing, but if you give me literally 2 minutes, I should be able to download the
Yeah,
updated ones. So if you just bear with me, I get
yeah.
these updated pretty quick.
So yeah, what are you having on screen while you do that, Piney? So I can
As I said, the calendar's still
yak
on
the calendar. Yeah, I'll
calendar's
take
still
you.
on monitor.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll take you through the calendar then while Piney does that. We've got the remaining 6 races left. We are now hitting second half of the season. We have the first second half race. You know, I'm stuttering, man. This is not good tonight. Let me retry that. First race was Austria. Then we had Netherlands, Japan, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, and Australia made it the first half of our second season here in OTLR, and it's been an amazing, amazing second season. The inaugural season was good, and the second season even better. We now hit the second half of the season with Canada. We're over in the Americas for the first time. No, for the second time this season. First one being Mexico, and I think today might just be as good as it was last time out over here in
There we
the
go.
West.
Yeah, and
We have
if you just
USA. Go on,
sorry,
sorry.
I do apologize for cutting you off that time, but obviously if you do see it now, it has changed color on stream, so it has changed color on stream. So obviously now we can
Well,
see the updated results and stuff of people win. So obviously I've not been here for the last couple of weeks. So Leon, I believe the last one I commented it was Mexico. So obviously Leon won in Dubai and Glitch 10 won in Australia. Obviously now like that is updated, and because that's updated, I should have updated standing. So we'll just move on to those. That is the teams one. We don't want to see the teams right now. Want to see this? We want to see the
no,
main
no.
one where Leon's still leading the way by a good 15 points. Is that over Josh?
Yeah. 15 points over Josh and Sausage Joe in the Alpines, P2 and 3 with Vaporizer close behind, 7 points behind them. In fourth, Glitch 10, having a bit of a downfall from last season, but he's made his way up a few positions there. You can see on the left, he's up 2. He's in P6 in the McLaren. P5 in the McLaren, followed by Cooper Fan in the Aston, the other Aston, teammate of the champion, not able to keep up with him so far. Luigi, the reserve, representing no one but himself, takes 30 points. He's in P7, P8. Kyra McDonald, RB, reigning Constructors champions, not able to live up to the heights of last season, following a shuffle of the pack. P9 is Zach and P10 Juice in the Ferrari and reserve driver. They're closely matched up on points. Following then for the second half of the grid, Cartier, Kendog Fusion, EVR, Aaron C, and Ingram making up the top 15. And then the back final quarter of the grid, Tom H, Bossmos, Tico, Sam, and Paco. Everybody so far on that top 20 scoring some points at least. That's always good to see.
Obviously now I will put it on to the constructors now. Obviously you can see Alpine leading the way. Only 9 points is the gap between themselves and Aston Martin. Obviously then you've got a massive gap between second and third being about 50 points to the Racing Bulls, and then another 19 points after that is Haas. Then you got the McLarens in fifth with 59. Williams about 17 points back on 42 and sixth. Then you got the Ferraris with 26. Mercedes with 13. Kick Sauber with 6. And then unfortunately Red Bull is at the bottom with only 4 points to their name. So slacking behind a little
We're going
bit.
anyway.
Oh, we are going because
Good timing.
Yep, the lobby reset is done.
I know you've been put on the spot tonight, so I don't mind taking lights out if that's alright with you.
Huh?
So I said I know you've been put on the spot tonight, so I'll take lights out away if that's alright.
That is fine
So
by me, sir.
All good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And off the line racing on TikTok, the highlights that were supposed to go out 36 minutes ago. No, not even. It was an hour ago. Have just gone out. I pressed to upload, and I have no idea why it didn't. I'm pretty sure I've just gone off the app and it didn't do it. I thought it would have done it in the background, but it hasn't. So the highlights from last week are out if you would like to watch those. It's a good race. So yeah. But we are now going into the Canadian Grand Prix. It is the second half of the season with 6 rounds remaining, and then when lights out go, when we come to the line at the end of this race, it'll be 5 rounds remaining. You'll get the standings over on the TikTok for both tiers. We've got tomorrow's PC tier, so if you'd like to be there for that, we'd appreciate that. Anyway,
yep,
we're on the grid.
We're on the grid, so we'll now take you trackside. Obviously, now we are waiting for the drivers to sort out their setups, their race strategies, the amount of fuel they put in. Then we should be underway shortly. So obviously, while we wait for that, who do you think's gonna win today?
Yeah, excuse me for the nose as well. I had a cold not long ago, but today I'm back in Leon always. I'm hoping he does well. He's the champion, and he's always going to be the champion.
Oh,
I believe.
Man does start from third, so he's in prime position if the leaders collide. Obviously, as well, we do apologise for the terrible attendance tonight. It is not our fault. PC.
Yeah, big issues.
Yeah, big issues with the PC side. Obviously, Corey Brooks was supposed to be in, but he's not. I'm in instead. And Tom, lights are on. Your turn.
There we go. Lights are out and away we go. Sausage Joe gets a decent start. Vaporizer and Leon follow through. Leon gets a good jump on Vaporizer, who's at the inside already. Takes P2, leaves the Hasses fighting for themselves. Bosmos following them. Cartier gets the move on Bosmos. He gets through into P5. Bosmos struggling out of turn 2. Gets a bit of a swap on, but he's hanging out to dry around the outside through the sweeping right and left chicane. Downhill it goes.
Who's that in the background?
Back.
McLaren in the wall. McLaren in the wall in the background. I think maybe it was contact with. And how has that not brought a safety car out? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Michael Massey, he's there doing us proud, keeping the race going as quick as possible so we can get home. 11 drivers on the track, 11 chances to win now, but I believe Sausage Joe, Leon or Vaporizer, it's going to be maybe a scrap that we will be able to get to watch the entirety of, given some of the absentees today. Going down the back straight for the first time here at Canada. It's one of the best back straights, I believe. It has a nice little chicane there. Who can carry the most speed through? That's who gets to P1 first. And to turn 1 first as well. Fastest car wins. Vaporizer looking hot on the rear of Leon. Isn't able to get the overspeed from the slipstream. Bit of a high wing setup, possibly.
Yeah, could possibly as well. You never know, because I wouldn't have thought this would be a very high downforce track with most of its straights and very little corners.
It is high downforce, definitely high downforce.
I wouldn't have thought so, but yeah.
No, you definitely want high downforce here in Canada because of the nature of it. The pack's so close together that the DRS and the gate's only loss of having a higher front wing, and especially if you have the slipstream, you'll lose way more time compared to your competitors in the corners if you have a low wing setup compared to if you have the time you're going on the straight. So you're always in some sort of deficit there, especially when you're not within DRS range. So.
Yeah, definitely. I can see. I was just seeing in the chat. D Summer said 11 drivers on track, only 10 chances to win. Sid doesn't count, apparently, according to D Summers.
As a representative of the league, I must say, don't bully Sid in the chat.
Yeah,
DM me if you want your opinions. I'll see
yeah.
you later on fastest man on track, text P1, and I won't cut you off again. Go.
No, it's fine. I keep cutting you off. You're the man. You're the man cooking. I'm just saying, just being a streamer, just watching. I'm letting you cook, mate.
It's all right. We'll work towards we're having a nice, strong, and complete commentary team for each tier soon enough. But at the moment, the focus is on getting the racing up to par, getting it up to a nice standard. If you want to see the previous racing, we've got go over to the TikTok, check out the highlights, go over to the YouTube, check out the full race replays, and then the focus is also on excuse me. The focus is also on making sure that the league is running brilliantly. And despite the fact that we've faced some serious trials tonight, we've managed to get you a stream to watch and a race to be part of. If you would like to be part of that, exclamation mark Discord in the chat. And yeah, here goes Sausage Joe.
Yep, gonna go around the outside and get some move done. Vaporizer couldn't quite follow through as well. Obviously now Leon will have a chance to. Oh, sorry, Leon will not. Sorry, Leon doesn't get DRS, so now it's Vaporizer's chance to go through, and there he goes. Vaporizer flying through into seconds. So yeah, so forget when you pick up the DRS for the back straight down to turn 13, it's a double helping of DRS. There's no second detection point. So poor Leon there got left to dry and got double overtaken. But now obviously he'll have that advantage when they go back there. Unless Sausage Joe won't, unless Vaporizer gets him here on this second of the 3 DRS zones of this track. But doesn't look like Vaporizer is close enough. Gonna wait until after the hairpin of turn 11. Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what number it is, because the only number he's concerned about is the one on his position counter being number 1. So
yeah, well, he's number 1 for now. Let's just ride on board here with Vaporizer as he's gaining super quick and round the outside, ahead, up ahead. Now we'll go on board of Leon because he'll get a chance to go ahead of the Sausage going up to turn 1. And there he goes, just sailing around the outside. Sausage Joe losing 2 places in those 2 DRS zones.
yeah, just making sure that this TikTok post is up. It should have been up way earlier. I already said this, so just making sure it's up. If you could fill in the silence for me, that'd be great.
Yep, we'll try to. Obviously as well, the front 5 have actually broken away quite a bit from Malhume down in 6th, but he's got Boss Moss for company, and there's another gap between Boss Moss and Sid, and then obviously Sid has Juice for company, and then the lanky one and Andras are fighting over the last point. And if I'm not mistaken, that is rain I see. I swear I've seen a few drops of rain there. Oh, I am.
Raincoats out. Yeah, definitely raining. The raindrops are falling.
Yep, get the umbrellas out. Everyone get your umbrellas out. So that rain is starting to fall, but it might be a couple laps yet before before we have to change onto inters. And it looks like Sausage Joe, was going to try and go for the move past Leon, but just doesn't think about it. Obviously Leon chooses not to go past Vaporizer because the man was not close enough. As Malhume is back past Boss Moss, and Boss Moss has crashed it. He's crashed into the wall of champions.
Kevin Magnussen. He's done a Kevin Magnussen. He's dropped it out of the wall of champions, hit the inside barrier at the pit lane. That's a safety car, giving everyone the opportunity to get onto the intermediates without losing too much, I believe.
Yep. So yep, safety car being called for this incident. Obviously, if everyone's already passed safety car, they'll be allowed to pass it. But now this is gonna really shuffle up the grid.
I don't believe it will, to be honest. I think it will just give everyone a chance to switch to inters and.
Well, we'll have to see how. So see, the Hasses will have to double stack, but there's a bit of a gap between them. But we'll have to see if Fusion will have to see if Fusion backs off a little bit, so he can guarantee he comes back out without losing too many places. And obviously, I believe there's a big enough gap between Malhume and the lanky one, so they will not be troubled by the issue of double stacking. It's just the 2 Hasses that are going to have that issue. That's if they do pit. But that rain, I don't think it's coming down heavy enough, really.
Yeah, I agree. And not at the moment it isn't, but I think it will soon.
But it will soon, but everyone's in. Yep, everybody is into the pits. Obviously, I'm going to keep on board here with Fusion, see if he does get held up in the pits here. Across the sea. A little bit held up by a little bit, but not too much. I think he might just drop behind Carter. Yep, he's going to drop behind Carter, so he doesn't really lose anything there. And Andre stayed out.
Bold move.
On the hards, if it was on the mediums, I'd understand. That is bold. He's gonna. They are gonna struggle here.
Very much so. It's definitely getting too wet for slicks now.
Yeah, definitely, because I can see that rain is pouring down even more. That always seems to happen. I swear, Canada has. It's just bad at Canada when it comes to rain. Yeah.
Makes me think of 2011. Race was stopped twice because of rain, I believe.
Yeah, I remember one IRL race in the past for Formula 1 was stopped twice because of the heavy rain. I also do remember one race where a one Jensen Button had to pit, I believe, six times it was, I believe. Man had to pit like 6 times and still won the race.
Back in the grid fourth, that was the same race, 2011, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, freaking 6 pit stops he made and still won, which was amazing. And that was interchangeable conditions. Started wet, got dry. This one's the other way around. It looks like Andre has gone and he's going straight into the pits. So
yeah,
that happened. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't pit under safety car, but that is gonna just that's just gonna kind of ruin his race just a bit. But obviously we'll have to see how these the front three here do. Looks like Leon is trying to push Vaporizer through these corners, looking a bit quicker. Obviously as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm expecting as well a few penalty. People might pick up more pens now as well because of the rain, because it just makes the road even slippier. Oh, Sausage Joe had a small slide down. I've got a very nice helicopter cam shot from the front three here. Oh, I love these kind of camera angles where you're just following in a helicopter.
Wonderful, the view above from the clouds. The clouds raining down upon the track right now, making it a bit too damp to make any aggressive moves. But oh, maybe not.
Oh, was that Juice trying to? Was that Juice trying to go around the outside of Malcolm there on the hairpin?
Yeah, Malcolm. He was showing his nose to the car ahead, left the door on the outside a little bit open. He had a sniff, Juice, but he didn't make the move. Andre's absolutely throwing his race away at the moment. Sorry, go on.
Yep, he has done. Obviously, no real shifts in the lead here. They're all still where they were. And
didn't expect that. DRS enabled.
Obviously, that's
still raining.
That's fair enough that the DRS has been enabled. Obviously, because it was disabled because safety car was out. It's been in for a lap, so I expect that DRS should be disabled again pretty soon because that rain is starting to get heavier. As I just saw Juice in the background picking up 3 seconds for track limits.
That's unfortunate for Juice that he doesn't want track limits in a race. We need 10 people, but I mean everyone is
just getting pushed through that corner there, through 7 and 6.
Car looks big enough. It doesn't look like he was getting pushed.
Sausage Joe's struggling. He's dropped off the back of Leon and Vaporizer. And there we go. Fusion's going to be the first to take advantage of this. Side by side as they come up to the hairpin. Oh, wait, that's because Sausage Joe's on the softs. I'm sorry, what? I didn't even realise that. That's a... Oh, dear.
Oh, he is? There you go.
There's a DRS disabled as Leon is going up into the lead. Obviously, he would have got DRS assist for that before it got disabled. Ooh, Fusion's wobbling all over the background there. Yeah, Sausage Joe into the pits.
Underblade, yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I was wondering why he was going backwards. That answers that question. Who's on the softs?
I suppose if you stick to a decision, I mean, if you make a decision like that, I mean, you stick to it and see how it plays out. I suppose go big or
Yeah.
go home in a race like this.
Yep. So Leon and Vaporizer have just kind of broken away here from Fusion. Obviously, Fusion has broken away
Oh,
from thing.
Sid, incident ahead.
Oh dear, Sid's facing the wrong direction. His front wing is fully intact though, so I assume that's just him getting onto the grass and absolutely just losing the rear.
Yeah, something like that. The rears, if the track isn't too damp at the moment, then they're probably a bit hot.
Yep.
I
Obviously,
want to move offline onto the wet track to cool them down. Sorry, gone.
Yep. Definitely. Sorry, no, it's just me cutting you off. I do apologise. I need to stop.
No, we're just rusty. I mean, you've been put on short notice here, so we appreciate you coming today.
Yep. Got put in short notice because Corey Brooks's game just kept crashing, so that cannot be helped. As it looks like Fusion's actually gained back here on the front too, so he's back inside a second. Obviously, no DRS, but he's clearly showing a lot of paces. The lanky one picks up 3 seconds. I wonder if that's his second lot of 3, and Sid's also just picked up 3 as well. Yeah, Fusion definitely seems to have a lot of pace here around Canada and is catching these front 2 very quickly. So we'll have to see if he tries to mount anything on his teammate. Maybe not. Don't know. Obviously, Leon's still leading the way. I've got about a 2-second gap to Carter, who's being chased by Malhume and Juice. And then obviously they've got a 9-second gap to the lanky one. And there's more gaps then between himself and Sid, and then Sid and Joe, and then Andre as well.
Yeah, I think the fight of the front just calmed down a tad.
Yeah. So we've got like two separate battles here. We've got the battle for the podiums here, as Vaporizer is going a bit wide, probably to try and cool those tires down. And oh, Malhume making a move on the Carter side by side as they come into the final chicane. Malhume pushed on the.
Nice race.
Oh, still side by side as they come down to turn 1. It looks like Juice is. I say Malhume's actually lost out to Juice, but he's later on the brakes, side by side. They have into turn 1, so they're still side by side for turn 2. But it looks like Juice is on the power a bit better, and upper place goes Juice. Malhume tried to get past Carter, but lost. Did get past, but then lost 2 places. That's unfortunate for them.
Get a massive drift through turn 2. It was like something from Fast and Furious, but he kept it together. Just when he was looking to get back around the outside of Juice, obviously taking the inside into turn 1, turns to the outside for 2. We've got a yellow flag behind. I think it's Sid again.
Yep, Sid and Rain do not mix well. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Vaporizer and Leon are close.
Yep, and Fusion's really close as well. Fusion clearly liking this wet weather more than the 2 ahead.
No, I believe Vaporizer probably looks the most dangerously. I made a mistake into this hairpin, and I've just heard Fusion just absolutely light up the rear tires. Here goes Vaporizer to the outside into the final chicane, takes the position away from the champion. But will we see a rebuttal there or a defense from Leon? He's struggling to get the power down, I believe.
Yep, it definitely says Malhume picks up 3 seconds. So that is not great. And Juice is ahead. Juice is gotten ahead of Carter, but is doing some drifting into turn 1 though. Nice to see if he can control that. I think he's doing some more drifting on the exit of turn 2 there. But yep, Juice ahead, and we'll now try to close down the 4-second gap they have to Fusion ahead. Obviously, Fusion is right behind Leon. Oh, and looks like Fusion was drifting there as well.
Just to reiterate that the attendance today is not ideal, but it also isn't representative of the people that were willing to race today. There was big issues with the new update, big issues with the game, especially even for commentators and staff and others. So, yeah, that's why we have a few people not in today. But the racing, nonetheless, has still been quite okay, especially for the moments that we've had so far.
Yep, there's certainly as well. Even though we only have 10 drivers left in this race, they're still giving us plenty of excitement. Obviously, Leon here lost the lead, trying to catch back up, but I don't think he has the pace quite enough. As Fusion is the latest person to pick up 3 seconds for track limits. And Carter
Yeah, I think
also
we'll see
picked up
more of
another 3
those.
seconds too. As Carter's ahead of Juice. And Juice actually going to lose a position to Malhume too behind, and he is. Juice actually losing 2 places there, so I wonder if he's had an issue into the final chicane. Oh, he's also doing some drifting as well as Juice.
I'm just keeping an eye on the battle ahead, and it is looking quite good so far.
Oh,
Still very close.
Fusion actually dropped out of the second. I wonder if he's made a mistake. He'll probably get back into it, probably. But like most
No
of the
DRS
fighting,
anyway, but
yeah, no DRS. But most of the fighting I'm seeing seems to be between 5th, 6th, and 4th right now.
it's where the closest racing is at the moment, definitely.
Yep, these guys are actually fighting for position. Yeah, looks like Fusion's not able to catch back up as Juice has had a better exit apparently to Malhume out of turn 9. And is gonna try go on the outside, but not quite. Just not quite getting the position. Obviously, got his foot to the floor. Oh, that is. Oh, Malhume again, really close to Carter there. Oh, some more drifting from Juice as we see on board. Obviously, not quite close enough to Malhume, and Malhume not quite close enough to try and make a move on the brakes. Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like a battle of the brakes of see who goes fastest. It looks like Malhume's a bit wide there, so he's now under pressure from Juice, but Juice is backed out of it. Bit of a risky one to try and make an overtake into turn 3. Oh, as Juice has just clattered the wall with his rear tyres. That's not going to do them any good.
Definitely not.
Sorry, you have to take over a second.
So
I got
1, 2, 3, 4.
My nose is a bit clogged. 1 sec.
Yeah, sorry, I've been sort of zoned out for a few laps, just waiting for something to happen. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a slower race today. I think the weather has neutralised its own. The energy is just a little bit dissipated today. But what isn't dissipating is the water on the track. I mean, it is getting wetter and wetter. Vaporizer and Leon closer together by the lap, and I believe that the champion might look to make a move. Maybe Jonas making the move. I think that's down the back straight. There's a gagger of cars here all together. It's getting quite heavy, the rain now.
Yeah, Malhume made a was getting attacked by Juice, but then attacked Carter, and then Carter's attacking Malhume and contact, and Carter's cutting across the entire chicane. Oh, but obviously he was ahead of Malhume, so he kept the place. Obviously this rain is getting heavier and heavier, so I don't think we're gonna go back to dry conditions anytime soon, which is gonna be unfortunate. Because
not where you were.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say Fusion as well. He was keeping up with the front two for ages, but now he's in a world of his own. So he's dropped off the front two now. That is a shame. Andre into the pits. I wonder if that's to probably put on the full wet tyre. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe just another set of enters.
I wouldn't put it past full wet soon.
Yeah, because that rain is turning heavier. So we'll have to see. Obviously, I just saw Malhume and Juice both sliding out of turn 8.
Well, that just tells you how bad the conditions are at the moment.
Oh, and as Andre is facing the wrong direction at turns 3 and 4, but man has got going again. Corey Brooks in chat saying absolute torrential. Did you not see that geezer going around the track on a jet ski? Knows how wet it is. Oh, as
scrap here.
Malhume and Carter having a scrap again. Still side by side they are as they come up to turn 3. But Malhume's backed out of it. And Carter with a small slide on the entry. And then causing... I don't know if it's caused any damage there. Nope, Malhume's still got a full front wing.
That's good. That means no damage and no debris on track at least.
Yep. But obviously as well, one thing to note, Sausage Joe has actually caught up to these 3. I didn't even notice this, but man has blitzed past the lanky one and has just been on a tear as Sausage Joe. And look at this, he's right behind, right on the back now here of this group of 3. So we'll have to see how quickly Sausage Joe gets through this lot. Obviously, he want to try and get through these guys as quickly as possible so he can start chasing down Fusion. Who's like
Sorry,
10
could you repeat
seconds up
that?
the... Huh?
Oh, I thought you said something to me and I completely didn't get it.
Nope.
My bad.
As Carter is now into the pits. I assume that's for another set of intermediate tyres. Or is it full wets? Nope, new set of inters going on that car. So clearly their tyres are wearing out as Juice is a little wide as Lanky picks up 3 seconds. So Sausage Joe on the inside, contact made, and Juice is into the grass a little bit and has now lost a lot of time to these guys ahead. I think
You won't be happy about that.
Oh, and Sausage Joe is not done yet. He's gone up the inside into turn 5 there. No, sorry, turn 6.
What?
No, it is 6. Never mind. I'm getting the corners mixed up now. I need to start counting. But yeah, Sausage Joe passed them all.
I was going to say that you can see that there's a very high number of traction zones on this track, meaning that the rear tyres are probably screaming for help at this point if you haven't pitted.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if anyone else decides to come into the pits. Obviously, Carter and Andre have. We'll have to see if anybody else will come in. Obviously, Sausage Joe has just blitzed past Malhume and Juice. Yeah, there we go. I think Juice just bailed. Yep, Juice is into the pits. Probably to try and cut off Carter behind. But I don't think that is going to happen. Also, we're going to ride on board here with Carter. See if he does jump Juice in the pits. I think he will. As Juice is going down the pit straight now. Obviously, he will be allowed to go full throttle now. But it's just too far back. As the lanky one is the latest one to jump into the pits. Oh, and I've just noticed as well, Leon's actually dropped off the back of Vaporizer a bit.
Yeah, I think Leon might be struggling more to stay pacey in these conditions. Vaporizer obviously dealing with them a little bit better.
Yeah, and just the one issue right now is just look at all these massive gaps you see between everybody. Like these, the only gap that's actually decreasing out as Leon's the latest into the pits. So we'll have to wait and see where he comes out. I believe he'll probably come out just ahead of Malhume. As obviously Fusion just goes past. Sausage Joe's coming out the last chicane now, the main straight. He'll be going up.
Yeah.
He'll be going past Leon now. Malhume.
Leon just hits the exit. Malhume might be close to him on exit if Leon can't get the power down. He does get the power down and he just stays ahead of Malhume Jonas as one less driver to worry about now on your out lap.
Yeah, so yeah, I did call that right. But if Vaporizer pits, he'll be ahead of Leon.
Leon's gonna get moving.
I'm just wondering when this rain is just getting heavier and heavier and heavier. So I'm just wondering when people will pit for those inters, or when someone's gonna just lose the rear and then go into the wall, and then that'll be end of race for them. Looks like Fusion's actually made a mistake so much. He was like 8 seconds down on his delta. Oh, wow. as he's just sliding around turn 12 there. That was a humongous slide. As Vaporizer is now into the pits. As Fusion wants to go in now, he should be fine. He's 8 seconds behind his teammates, so they should be able to easily double stack. I assume Sausage Joe might be in as well. Nope, he's going to stay out for another lap. We'll see where is Vaporizer going to come out compared to Leon. Leon's coming down the main straight now. Vaporizer is allowed to get up to full speed now. Oh.
Yep, Leon's jumped in.
No, he hasn't. He's come out just ahead. Wow. So I was right then.
Close.
He comes out just ahead.
Sausage Joe there with the strategy.
Yeah, Sausage Joe into the lead. Obviously, he has not pitted since he originally pitted for Inter all those laps ago. I do apologise for that yawn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sausage Joe leading the way, 8/10 to Vaporizer and then 6 to Leon. Everyone else with penalties, and it's a bit of a mess down there. But these three able to keep it clean this far. Leon, the champion, looking to extend his lead at the front, and his rivals just ahead of him, both looking to prevent that.
Yep, looking to try to, but will it be successful? I don't know. I see Josh Rose is not racing tonight, and he's second in the standings.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get the standings on my phone quick, just so I can see who will actually see who will even gain on Leon with who's racing tonight. I assume Vaporizer finishes ahead of Leon, he will gain on him.
Yeah. A few people with PC issues, of course, and I believe some people weren't able to race anyway. Yeah, there was just horrible issues. I know that Brooksy wasn't even able to use his PC with the game open. He also wasn't able to do. Basically, he was like fully crashing his PC, and I also know that other people have been having that issue as well. So I do hope it sorts itself out soon, especially before PC's race tomorrow.
We'll have to see that. Oh yeah, Sausage Joe's racing. So obviously Sausage Joe is third in the standings, but he's about 42 points behind Leon right now. But he's leading, so he'll still get a massive chunk on Leon.
Yeah, no doubt.
Vaporizer will gain on him as well, a little, not as much like.
Just so go on.
No, sorry, I keep cutting you off. I do apologise.
That's alright.
As well, we'll have to apologise if obviously me and Tom will cut each other off. We've not commentated together for a few. It says that's huge. Leon picked up 3.
Oh no.
That is not going to help his race. Obviously, he wants to try and well, realistically, he wants to limit the damage done to his chances of the title for this season as Carter picks up 3 more seconds. You know, just because I'm curious, I want to have a look at these pens. And we'll bring them up on the screen. So, pretty much everyone's picked up 3 seconds, unless you're Carter and Lanky. You've picked up 9, and then Sid's only picked up 6. As Juice and Carter getting a bit involved in crashes. That is not good for them. I'll take off these pens. Look at this. Vaporizer right all over the back of Sausage Joe's diffuser. I might even look for a bit of a move into the hairpin here later on the brakes. Bit of a lockup and then contact. And Leon's just going to go say this coming through as well. So they're going to be 3 wide. No, they're not. They're still side by side though, Vaporizer and Sausage Joe. But Leon's like all the way. Is Leon going to make a 3 wide? Nope. Vaporizer backs out of it in the end. So I was a little bit ambitious there from Vaporizer, as I do believe I just saw Sausage Joe probably pick up his 2nd warning of this race.
Yeah, Leon goes through on Vaporizer to the inside. Vaporizer vulnerable after using a bit of battery to try and attack Sausage Joe. Sausage Joe maintains the lead into turn 2 and out of turn 2 towards turn 3. The weather getting more treacherous by the lap, more water on the track, more water being kicked up and affecting the driver's vision, meaning it's harder to make moves. You want to be able to make those moves as soon as possible so you can stay ahead.
Oh, Leon with the send at turn 6. And there's small contact between them, but they're both still going. No damage to either of them. It looks like Vaporizer might have a go. Nope. Vaporizer just thinks better of it. Leon again closing, but I do believe Sausage Joe's tyres are coming to the end of their life, so he might have to pit sometime soon for a new set. Obviously, Leon might try and make for a move into the hairpin here later on the brakes. Rear sliding all over the place. Contact made between himself and Sausage Joe. He maintained, and as they come out round turn 12, They're still side by side. The Sausage Joe getting the place back.
Oh,
This is
wow.
some great racing, but can we leave the contact out of it, boys?
Yeah, just clean it up a tiny bit. I know it's harder with the water on the track, but you just want to make a bit more of a cleaner move, hopefully. I know Leon's completely capable of doing it. Just a couple of odd bits
Yeah.
of contact there. Both guys are just eerily lurking behind.
Yeah, so we can't really fault them too much for the contact. Obviously, there's going to be sliding. He's going to go for it again into turn 3 here. Side by side for 3 and 4 here. It's still side by side, and it looks like he's going to get the move done. And Vaporize is going to follow suit up the inside at turn 5. And Sausage Joe losing 2 places there. Leon up into lead, Vaporize into second.
Wow, that was audacious. I'm not sure how close that was to being the end of their races. I mean, the camera angle I had was not ideal, to say the least. But what is ideal for Leon is his P1. He is leading on the track. Any penalties that come his rival's way may keep that lead for him, so he does want to be there on the track at least. Sausage Joe just lurking a bit behind now. He doesn't have damage, does he?
No, he doesn't. I think it's just his tyres just coming to the end of their life, as looks like Vaporize is going to try and make the move onto Leon, and does so. Round the outside, and Vaporize up into the lead. I do believe Sausage Joe... Nope, he's not going to come into the pit, so Sausage Joe just... He's going to stay out on those inters that he's had for about 15 laps? Let's have a look at this. No, 16 laps. And
You'll have a go to the end of it now.
Yeah, he'll probably go to the end now, really. But obviously his tyres will be... I think those tyres probably come towards popping radius. Probably.
Oh, they'll be liquid. They'll be liquid tyres.
Yeah, they won't even be tyres at all. They'll be popping off the rims. Yeah. I noticed Sid picks up 9 seconds of pens now. Other than Carter, Sid, and Lanky pick up 9, everybody else has 3. Unless you have Vaporize or Sausage Joe, then you don't have any.
Yeah, 2 drivers able to not go off track 3 times at least.
At least for now, but I do believe Sausage Joe might be on a couple warnings. I've definitely saw him cut a corner. But definitely get one. Obviously, I can't look at that. Yeah. Other than these 3 here fighting for the lead, the only other closest gap is between these 2 here, which is Carter and Malhue. Obviously, these 2 were together before their round of pit stops. Obviously, Carter was right behind Juice, but then there was contact between Juice and Carter. But I think Carter even escaped without damage.
Sausage Joe, 2 warnings.
Yeah. As Juice picks up 3 seconds. Yeah, so
those tyres will be behind us, so he'll be more vulnerable to picking up a 3rd warning. Sausage Joe, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought so when I saw him cross over the thing. I thought I saw him cross that again, but Malhue not quite close enough here to Carter. As I think Leon's made a mistake. He's dropped a little bit of time to Vaporizer, but these guys still within a second of each other. And if I'm not mistaken, for a second I thought that rain was looking lighter, but I guess not. It was just the camera angle I had. It was just not quite visible.
It's looking about the same, if I'm being honest. It's not looking like it's going to let up by any means.
No, it's not. It's probably just the camera angle I had. It just wasn't showing it correctly, but it's fine. Also, you can see a dry line form. It's not gonna have much standing water on it. Obviously, Sausage Joe going on the water to try and cool his tyres down, because his tyres are 18 lap old at this point. He'll want to try and cool them down.
Oh, definitely. Sorry, I said definitely, yeah, be looking to cool the tyres down. Especially if the dry line is, there's more rubber on the dry line, so that when there's water on it, it becomes more slippery, and the water on tarmac is actually less slippery than water on rubber. So that's why the dry line is not always the most ideal place to be when driving in the wet, but it does hit the tyres a bit more, so you would ideally go off the line onto the water to cool them down.
Looks like now as well, Sausage Joe is definitely starting to struggle a bit, because He's dropping further back from the front two here, but he's got a big enough gap to Fusion, and obviously Fusion does have a 3 seconds of pen, so I think Sausage Joe should be okay with 8 to go. Well, it'll be 7 in a few seconds. As I just saw Fusion picking up another 3 seconds for track limits. That's not going to help him. But obviously, the driver behind him also has 6.
Yeah, so he's not going to lose any positions from the looks of it.
So Andre's into the box again. See, he is in the last points place.
He's all wet.
He'll be probably looking to swap back onto the intermediates.
Been lapped now.
And he's now been lapped by the drivers ahead.
Well, chaotic race today, especially off track.
Yep. There's only just these two that are kind of close-ish. You've got Malhume and Carter have got getting close again. Like, the gap is just flirting between a second, but also RS. They want to try and get closer if he wants to try and mount a move on Carter to try and take 6th away, but I think Malhume would be happy just to stay where he is, because I do believe he has less penalties than Carter. That he does. He only has 3 compared to Carter's 9. As long as he keeps that up. I'm also just looking at position changes. It's only Sausage Joe's really lost any positions. Everybody else has either stayed the same or gone up. Obviously, we've lost Osmos and the sole McLaren in this. I do believe the McLaren died on the first lap from contact, and Bosmos did a Kevin Magnussen and crashed into world champions, then into the pit wall.
Yep,
Those are the 2 retirements.
It looked like that anyway. The aftermath that he's lost the rear and right side of the car into the pit wall.
See the tyres there on screen. Sausage Joe has spent double the amount of time on his tyres compared to Leon ahead. But now he's dropped off massively. And Malhume and Carter have come together. And safety car deployed because Malhume has missed his front wing. Oh, this is going to neutralise the grid. Oh, this is going to neutralise the entire race.
6 laps to go.
With 6 to go as well, yeah. This allows everybody to come into the pits for new inters. Oh, that is kind of big. So it's contact then between Carter and Malhume. Oh, and Malhume's just gone straight into the back of the safety car. How he's not lost a wheel there, I do not know.
On accident, I hope.
To be fair, I think the safety car is parked on the racing line. Like, I'm gonna go on board with Sid because he's the next person to come up to the safety car, so he needs to be careful. But I think that safety car is, it's parked on the racing line almost. See, Bert Mylander, get in the right. You're not in the right place.
Everyone knows if the car stops to the lead though.
Yeah. Oh, Vaporizer drive through for speed under the safety car. Oh no, that's gonna ruin his race completely. Oh no.
You'll have to serve that in the
Oh, Fusion gets one too.
Oh, both of the Hasses getting stiffed over by the stewards. Not the OTLR stewards, by the way.
And Fusion has retired from the session. Man's like, screw this, I'm out of here. After picking up that drive-through. But that is not what he needs. Could have just not served
it and taken the second, surely?
Nope.
And
Malhume gets one as well. This is on entry into the pit lane as well. All 3 of them getting it on the entry into the pits.
What?
Like, look where Malhume is. He literally just entered the pits when he got his drive-through, and so did both.
I saw.
But that is rare. That is crazy.
That could be bugged.
I think that is a bug. Yeah, but the only issue is though, you have to serve your drive-through within 3 laps after the safety car is finished. So, safety car has only just come out for 1 lap. Obviously, he's got to wait for the rest of the grid to catch up. Obviously, Andre is lapped, so he will not I don't think he'll be allowed to pass Vaporizer and Leon unless Vaporizer and Leon kindly go off the track so he can go through, and then we'll be allowed to pass safety car. But he will not be allowed to, so he's going to probably cause a bit of trouble for the drivers behind him, which right now is Sausage Joe. Obviously, everyone's pretty much changed their tyres, and now we're just obviously waiting for them all to catch back up, which shouldn't be too long, as I do believe Andre will there we go, Andre overtakes Fusion. So that is a shame. Obviously as well, when everybody catches up, safety car probably won't be in at this lap, it'll be in at the end of next lap. So oh no, Malhume, what are you doing, sir? You were going to pit again? Yeah. Oh, he's retiring from the session. I think if he carried on racing, sir.
Yeah, you wouldn't have lost any points.
Yeah, if you carried on racing, you still would have got points. But, like, I think anyway, I think by the time Lanky catches up to the safety car's probably going to go around for another lap, possibly. So I think Vaporizer can get away, maybe, with the drive-through, and it might just get converted. I don't know if we'll get converted to a 20-second something like time penalty at the end, or he'll get disqualified. But I know
he could probably get removed.
Yeah, because what a drive-through penalty.
If it's added as a time penalty, that's removable.
Yeah. Obviously, Malhume and Fusion just like, yeah, we don't want it. But we'll have to see if will safety car get called in this lap. Obviously, we're waiting for Sid and Lanky to catch up. Sid is about to catch back up to the back. Sorry, I can't speak right now. Fudging hell. Nope, safety car is going around again, so
yeah,
we're gonna have a 2-lap sprint. So now, obviously, I'm just curious. If Vaporizer stays out, will he get disqualified, or will he get given like a massive time penalty at the end of the race? That's what I'm wondering, because obviously he has to serve it within 3 laps, but the race will finish before those 3 laps. So I don't know. I'm also just wondering as well. Sorry, I did cut you off there. Sorry.
No, I cut you off. I was just saying he might just say serve within 2 laps.
So I know by the game it will say serve it within 3 laps. Obviously, when safety car comes in, they'll be on lap 34 of 35. There'll only be 2 laps left. So I think if the game goes by the real F1 rules, I think that drive-through will get converted to like a 20-second time penalty at the end. And if it does, you could maybe look to try and get that 20 seconds removed. Because I think that drive-through was given a bit unfairly to both Hasses and Malhume. Obviously, Fusion and Malhume have retired.
Yeah, if they have footage and then the race director and it on the appropriate laps, then I suppose it could be removed if applied as a time penalty. But the drive-through, and then if the drive-through and then disqualified, then I don't believe that's reversible. So they should think wisely about what they want to do. But safety car in anyway.
Yep, safety car is in. And Vaporizer has gone. Obviously, if he's going to serve his drive-through, it'll have to be next lap as Sausage Joe picks up 3 seconds for track limits. And this is before green flag's even gone. And already Vaporizer and Leon has already got on the way. We're on the penultimate lap here. So obviously, we might see a Vaporizer in at the end of this lap to get rid of his drive-through. As Juice picks up 10 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Oh dear.
I can only imagine he's overtaken a bit prematurely in the safety car restart, which means that the 10 seconds is fair. But if it's not fair, clip race director and make it.
Yep. I do believe as well the lap count of Andre is in the way of all these guys. So that is not very helpful.
Price is doing the hairpin for the penultimate time and
Yep.
gets a bit on the curb. The conditions are staying wet now, I believe. They won't change.
No, they
the
will not.
remainder of
It
the
is still bucketing down out there. Obviously, as well, Sausage just caught up to the back of these guys. Will Vaporizer be into the pits here to save that drive-through? The answer is no. So he's actually
Best
gonna.
not get disqualified across the line.
Will he get disqualified as he comes across the line here? Find out in a second. No is the answer. No, he has not been disqualified. But then again, I think the timing line is for the thing is it's mostly after the pits, so I don't know.
No,
We'll have to
find.
find out at the end of this lap what happens. We will find out. It'll either be a disqualification or probably a 20-second time penalty.
If he's disqualified across the line, that could be a different story because he's completed the full race distance quite clearly.
Yeah. I say we'll have to see. Vaporizer is continuing on for science. We'll have to see what happens.
This makes for a good scenario where the rules can be improved and implemented to accommodate it, possibly if it's not already there, which it could be, because we've got some amazing brains behind the rules that we have for the drivers. So if you'd like to be part of that, exclamation mark Discord. But we come down the final, the backstrap for the final time on the run to the final chicane. This driver, Vaporizer, has managed to stick out the conditions. He comes around the final two corners, powers down, he has a drive-through. We'll see what happens across the line, but I suspect that no matter what, he'll be able to claim this as his own.
There you go!
He gets a 20-second unserved
There you go.
drive-through.
That answers the question. So that answers our question, and he gets 20 seconds, so yeah. I thought so. So yeah, he should be able to get that removed if he just clips when he gets the drive-through. And then obviously, then he wants race director as well. And if he does that, he will be given back the win. Obviously, that win is rightfully deserved. But
if the drive-through was undeserved, if the drive-through was valid, then the drive-through is valid. You know what I mean?
yeah, it depends. Like I say, obviously the stewards will have. If he reports it, the stewards will look into it, and they will deem if it was given unfairly, then that 20 seconds will be removed. If it was given fairly, it will stay. But obviously, that is to the stewards to decide if Vaporizer reports it. So, for the time being, Leon on the top step of the podium. As we move on to the final classification then. As you can see, Leon with the win here in Canada. Sausage Joe picking up second. And then Carter picking up the last podium place. Sid up to into finishes in fourth. The Lanky one in fifth. Juice, unfortunately, again, that 10 seconds at the end for overtaking under yellow flags. Obviously, same thing applies to him. If that was given unfairly, obviously submit a ticket and try and get it reported. Obviously, Vaporizer down to 7th. And then your final finisher is Andre in 8th. And then the DNFs, Malhume, Fusion, Boss Moss, and I cannot pronounce that McLaren's name, so I'm not even going to try.
But yeah, I think that's it. Wonderful.
And I do believe that is it. Obviously,
I don't think interviews will be necessary tonight, and I'm very tired, I won't lie.
Yeah, as I say, there won't be any interviews tonight because Tom is tired, so he doesn't want to. I don't have time to do them either. I am very limited
are you
to time.
Racing? Are you racing in our common other place to participate in racing? Oh, I'm not going to drop names because we're on live.
Yep. Obviously now.
Yeah, no problem then.
Yeah. So obviously that is the end of the OTLR stream. So we'll hope to see you probably tomorrow for the PC tier if that's working. If not, it'll be same time next week. And it'll be, obviously just before we end, I'll get on the calendar so we can have a look at that one last time. Before we go, obviously we'll be racing at Singapore next week. Obviously, PC tier tomorrow. Obviously, if that's up and going. But if EA still having their stupid issues, then I assume that will probably get cancelled, I assume. and then but
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll see you next week then, or tomorrow for the races. Bye.